Dish soap is one of the most effective controls against plant pests like spider mites, thrips and mealybugs, but the truth is you really shouldn't use it. Using dish soap on houseplants has become such a popular method of controlling these pests among houseplant community because it's become so widespread on social media, but it's actually harming your plant in the long run. If you're not familiar with the process, the idea is to add a squirt of dish soap into a spray bottle, dilute it with water and then spray the stems and leaves of your plants. This acts as a preventative measure against plant bugs with exoskeletons because of the ingredients in dish soap that destroy the pest. One of the main ingredients is something called a surfactant. Surfactants, short for surface active agents, are the primary active ingredients in dish soap. They reduce the surface tension of water, allowing it to spread and penetrate more easily, making it easier to wash the grime of your dishes. It's like when you pour water on a table and it forms droplets that roll around. The surfactant works to make the water spread out and cover the whole table instead. Surfactants help the soap solution cover the insects and the plant surfaces effectively, boosting the soap's pest controlling powers. Emulsifiers in dish soap help to mix oil and water. You'll have noticed how easy it is to clean off fats and oils when using dish soap compared to just water. It's like when you mix oil and water in a bottle and shake it really hard. The emulsifier in the soap makes the oil and water mix together, which helps the soap get rid of the pest protective coatings. By breaking down the protective coatings of insects, emulsifiers assist in suffocating and dehydrating the pests. Sounds pretty grim, I know, but it's highly effective. Detergents in dish soaps assist in removing dirt, grease and residues from dishes, but they also break down the protective barriers of the pests and make them dry out and die. So, the surfactant and the emulsifiers weaken the bug's defenses and the detergent delivers the killer blow. It's this combination of things that make dish soap so effective against plant pests, plus the fact it's dirt cheap and readily available means it's become so popular. To understand why dish soap is not suitable for plant use, we need to understand the difference between detergents, soaps and insecticidal soaps. Insecticidal soaps are by far the more expensive option, but you'll see why it's also the best. What you may think of as a dish soap is actually a detergent. Dish detergents like Fairy Liquid in the UK and Dawn dish soap in the US and other parts of the world contain various chemicals that effectively kill bugs but can also be harmful to your plants. The same ingredients that are so useful in killing spider mites and mealybugs are also effective at stripping away the protective layer on the leaves of our plants. The surfactant and the emulsifiers allow the solution to stick and spread onto the surface of the leaves like they do the bugs, while the detergent penetrates and removes the waxy coating on the leaves. And this wax layer is crucial for reducing water loss and protecting the plants from pests and disease. By removing it, we unintentionally expose our plants to more harm. The damage caused by using dish soap or detergents on plants can be quite significant. Dish soaps often contain sodium hydroxide, which is a corrosive substance that can cause severe damage to plant tissues upon direct contact. It can burn and destroy plant cells, resulting in wilting, browning, and even death of the affected plant parts. Unfortunately, this harm is often not immediately noticeable, leading to the misconception that dish soap is harmless. If you've been using dish soap on your plants and you're beginning to see a weakening of the plant with some browning on the stems and leaves, then this is probably why. Unlike dish soap, true insecticidal soap is made from fats and oils, just like regular soap. However, instead of using sodium hydroxide, which can be harmful to plants, insecticidal soaps are made with potassium hydroxide, which is much safer. And this small change can make a big difference. One common misconception is that homemade insecticidal soaps is natural just because it's made at home. The truth is that the natural composition of soap is derived from fats and oils. Detergents, on the other hand, like the ones in your dish soap, are synthetic chemical compounds. So, just because you make it in your kitchen doesn't make it natural. This isn't to say that dish soap can never be used as a pest control. It's actually very useful as a one-off when you have an outbreak of something like spider mites, thrips, or mealybugs. In fact, I used this solution myself last month on my PHALAENOPSIS orchid when I discovered spider mites on the lowest leaves. I sprayed it down, gave it a wipe, repeated the process 3 more times, and touch wood, the spider mites are gone. This short-term application should not cause any lasting damage to my orchid. It's when dish soap is used as a long-term preventative measure that problems can arise for your plant. Apart from dedicated insecticidal soaps, there are a couple of natural alternatives that can be used for pest prevention instead of dish soap. Neem oil is a classic and is derived from the neem tree, which is a natural insecticide and repellent. It can help control pests like aphids, spider mites and mealybugs. Mix a few teaspoons of neem oil with 1 litre of water in a spray bottle and apply it to your plants. Neem oil suffocates and disrupts the feeding and growth of pests, helping to control their populations. Orange peel sprays can also be effective. Save the peels from oranges and place them into a container. Pour boiling water over the peels and let them steep overnight. The next day, strain the liquid and transfer it to a spray bottle. The strong citrus scent repels insects and helps to keep your plants bug-free. The most important part of dealing with houseplant pests is spotting the problem early before it spreads to your entire collection. And to do that, you really need to watch this video here so that you can identify the common signs your plant has a pest problem and what you need to do to eliminate that problem.